It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. And it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we've been around for a minute. As the kids like to say, I called your games. There are guys who you played with back in your day who are now the veteran players in the league. And we got a couple of veterans here at quarterback. What a difference it makes for a team when they come in with a guy who knows what he's doing back at quarterback.
Oh, and it really does. And remember, Mike, the only way to gain experience is to gain experience. There's no magic formula. You got to be in the fire, make mistakes, make great plays, learning lessons. The more you see, the better you get. And no position is that more magnified than in the NFL at the quarterback position. So the fact that these guys have played so many games, so many seasons, they've seen so much, that's a huge advantage for each of these teams. Now the question is, in today's matchup, who comes out on top?
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons, led out by their quarterback, Kirk Cousins. One of the big moves in the offseason, Atlanta acquiring Cousins in free agency. He had 6 years in Washington, the last 6 in Minnesota, and now he begins his run this season with the Falcons.
Ever since he was drafted in the 4th round, all this guy has done is continue to surpass all expectations. And Mike, this isn't some physical specimen like we see throughout the league who has all these unique physical attributes, but he is about as consistent and even keel as the quarterback position gets. And it doesn't hurt that he is a beloved figure in every locker room he finds himself. And they know with this guy behind center, they have a shot to win every single game he plays.
Second and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It'll bring up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. Back deep to receive, the explosive Cavante Turpin. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Cowboys coming out. As usual, it's Dak Prescott leading the way. Led the NFL in touchdown passes, Greg, a season ago. Already his 9th year at the helm for the Cowboys.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
Right to the air is Prescott. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
13 yards on the catch there. First down, Cowboys.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Second and a yard. They'll throw again. Dak. That's to Ferguson once again. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb, and it'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
On third down, Prescott. Got a man, that's Tolbert. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And this offensive line creating running space. He'll get 6 and get inside the 10-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll run with Dowdle. And he will dive into the end zone. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Dallas. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Ray McLeod on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense ready now for their second drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Cousins now on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Charlie Werner, the tight end. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single 1st down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait to their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Cowboys offense ready for their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
It's 3rd and 1, and here's Prescott. That one intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And the Falcons will have great field position right around midfield.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Falcons offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's caught right side. It's London. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Cousins to throw. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
We talk so much about starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here to this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. You're trying to come away with points every single time you have the ball. It's a good way to start this game here in the first quarter.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Dowdle. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. The lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Prescott now. That's into the hands of Turpin. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. That's into the hands of Lamb. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Dak to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
To the air again. Prescott. This is caught at the 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
from the 1-yard line. First down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Give him a second touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys move out on top, 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. McLeod now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Throwing now, Cousins. That's caught. Ray McLeod. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now, Cousins. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down. Pitts is the man in motion. A give, and here comes Robinson. He'll get about 2. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. Second down and 8. Another run here for Robinson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and they're gonna get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Cowboys offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down. Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he's going to get that 1st down, working it up to the 24-yard line.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Prescott. Pass brought in by Ferguson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. That's to Ferguson once again. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They face 2nd down and 7. To throw is Dak.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
On 3rd down, the defense decides to dial up a blitz. Give credit to the offensive line and the running backs. They were ready for it. They picked it up. That's what allowed the quarterback to escape the pocket, see open space, and convert and pick up the 1st down.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Dak gonna work it to Lamb on the RPO. A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Matthew Judon in there for the sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Dak facing 3rd and long. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Ellis. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The Falcons offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic, there hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Cousins. And that is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And now it's fourth down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Whose kick is good. And the Falcons get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Prescott on first down. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll go play action. It's Prescott. The open man is Tolbert. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
First down, Prescott. Quick throw, taken in. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your...
That one, taken in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys move out to a 21-3 advantage. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Avery Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Pitts is the man in motion. On first down, Cousins. Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Second down, Cousins. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
A first down throw for Cousins. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Now Robinson, and he'll bring this inside the 30, a gain of about 5. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Now Cousins. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons are back within 2 scores.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott set to take over again. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll begin here on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3. On 2nd down, it's Dak. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
On 3rd down, Prescott. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the 1st down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
McLeod to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. Here's Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Cousins gonna throw. Open man downfield. That's London. And he's gonna take this one all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Falcons are back within 1 score. It is an 8-point game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Here's a designed run. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
That's down the field for Lamb. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A huge play just before the half. It's a gain of 34.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. This one is caught by Turpin. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Again, Prescott to the air. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. Prescott again. He's got it at the 3. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. To the air again. That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The home team's offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
So we reach halftime, and the visiting Cowboys are in front. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the high, or actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Off balance throw. It's complete. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He keeps it himself, and he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
From the gun, here's a handoff, and he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll go with a counter on 1st down. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run with Dowdle. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Dak can throw it here on 1st down. To the left side, caught by Lamb. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's into the end zone yet again. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the 2nd half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. McLeod now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. They'll look to set up the screen here. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, All three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Cousins now to throw on first down. That is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Micah Parsons.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. A quick slant taken by Lamb. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
First down, Prescott. That one incomplete.
I can tell you from experience, Mike, that is going to be on his mind the rest of the week. It's one thing to drop a ball. That's going to happen every now and then. But when you do it and it takes away a touchdown, man, that stings. So we can talk short-term memory all we want. I can promise you, this guy, he's hoping to get another shot at it.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. And the Cowboys are going to have what looks to be a first and goal. He'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the first down.
Prescott on first down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. Second down and goal. Now Prescott. It is brought in the end zone. Devontae Turpin. Touchdown, Dallas.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. And the Cowboys tack on one more to their lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. McLeod now to return. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. Here comes Drake London, the rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll work this out to the 23. Donovan Wilson will bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Robinson. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle's made at the 35-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
A quick throw here, going to be taken by London. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Here's Cousins throwing from the pistol. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end. They try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Cousins. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork, a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
2nd down, Cousins. He's got his man, it's Mooney. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Cousins. He's got it inside the 5. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think at this point in the game, prior to that 3rd down call, the coach is telling his quarterback, hey, you got 2 downs. This is 4 down territory, but that last completion, I think, saves him from having to make that decision, at least for the time being, barring any penalties. Now, they got 3 or 4 plays to try to end this one with a touchdown.
Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short gain.
They'll try to run with Robinson. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Cousins and the offense electing to go for two. Back to throw. That is caught. And they get the two-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we take you through some of the highlights so far, you're going to see a lot of passing yards. He has carved up this defense over 300 yards passing in the game and has been sharp right from the start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly, realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket, decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
2nd down, Prescott. The open man is Tolbert. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
On 3rd down, Prescott. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle.
Well, they say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now on 4th and short, this coach has a decision to make.
On 4th down, it is Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey for the Dallas field goal. This one from 54 yards out. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. On the return, it's Williams. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. They pick up 17 through the air. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Osa Odigizua there on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 7. Cousins to throw. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Looking for room out on the edge. Not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
Pistol now for Prescott. There's that man again. Another catch.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Here's Dak to throw. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Cowboys.
We see this week in and week out, Mike, these running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play. And on a game where it seems like this quarterback hasn't really done much wrong, that's really his most critical missed throw so far. He's had himself a really good game up until this point, but I think that's one when he goes back and watches the tape, he knows he should have had it.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. He's on for the second time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. The Falcons offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now, Cousins. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That one is caught by Mooney.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now, Cousins. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Cousins now. That's complete. He's got it to London. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. He'll look London's way again. Just complete again.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That's caught left side by Pitts. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
On first down, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Second down, Cousins. This is caught at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
On is Koo for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Falcons are able to cut the deficit to 10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Now Dowdle. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Prescott now. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Play action now. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, With how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Returnable from the 17. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
3rd and 5. To throw is Cousins. They'll try to hit him with a screen. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
Pitts is the man in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. He's got his man, it's Mooney. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
They'll run here. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Cousins. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So here comes Younghoe Koo in a pressure spot. This to get back to a 1-possession game. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. On the return, here's Turpin. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Prescott. The open man is Tolbert. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll run Zeke up the middle. Only need a yard, and it's fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
The Falcons offense headed back to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Cousins. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback He put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Cousins out of the gun on third down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. First and 10. Prescott. A quick slant taken by Lamb. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Dak. This one is caught by Turpin. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Third and short. Prescott. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback, and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle they go. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Turpin. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's got another one. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Cowboys. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Williams on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. There's Kirk Cousins. He and the Falcons set for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throw over the middle, caught by London. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Here's Cousins. That's caught left side by Pitts. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
To the left side in the hands of London. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Now, Cousins. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
That's complete to McLeod. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it. For my partner, Greg Olson, for our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.